Welcome all. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Shane LeClaire. I'm the Executive Director of Kestrel Recreation. I'm so glad you're here. Today we are announcing the start of our first campaign. Mark, you want to move ahead there? We have some of our board members here with us today. You can see their names right here. These are the people that have helped make Kestrel what it is. And Mark, you want to go ahead? Kestrel Recreation is a local startup nonprofit located here in Tahlequah. And our mission statement, we are committed to enriching local communities and building a sustainable future through environmental education and outdoor recreation. Really what we are about is acting on the local level, bringing sustainability initiatives to the community and also partnering with other organizations that are doing things like environmental education. Tapping into the resources that already exist in Tahlequah with the float operators, with some of these other businesses that really showcase the beauty that Tahlequah has to offer, with the landscape and green country. Mark, you want to face that? Our vision statement. Our vision for Kestrel is a community that's healthy, first and foremost, that's active, and that is passionately engaged in the well-being of our planet. Living the way that we do, we know that our actions have a great impact on the environment, on the world in which we live, and being conscious of that. And we also believe that it can be fun. We want to provide those opportunities by working with schools, working with churches, showcasing those initiatives that are already happening, and also bringing in some new ideas to get the community involved in this in a fun and active way. Want to go ahead, Mark? There we go. So first and foremost, Kestrel Recreation is about sustainability, healthy eating. The Tahlequah Farmers Market that we have here every Saturday is actually ranked in the top 10 in the nation for the quality of food and the diversity of products that you can get. 10th in the country, I'm talking about, and that is because all of the produce comes from local manufacturers, the farms, the places that we have right here next to Tahlequah. It's fresh, it's healthy, it's good for the environment, it's good for all of us. Next up, we have environmental education. A big issue here in Tahlequah, soil erosion. We have, it can be difficult to grow some things. Here, there's a very limited amount of things that we can grow in this sort of soil. We want to talk about that. We want to talk about protecting the river that so many people enjoy, that they float, and that their children can come out and be safe when they're floating in the river, not have to worry about the pollution from upriver. Protecting those resources as well is extremely important. Next up, community events. Like we said, we're all about fun. We're all about bringing people together under this umbrella of sustainability and environmental education. Finding organizations that are already doing activities to get people out and enjoying the environment while they're learning, runs, hikes, disc golf, all sorts of things. And that brings me to the last section of what we're about, recreation. We are looking at building a disc golf course that should open up in the spring of 2016, and that's what the launch of this First Flight campaign is going to help us do as well eventually, is to build an educational disc golf course where people can come, they can play, they can learn about the environment, and they can have fun while doing it. Next up, our goal for our First Flight campaign, you'll notice our logo here, we have the eggs. 100, 500, 1,000. As we move up this logo, the eggs will hatch, keeping the public updated about where we are at. Our goal is to raise $10,000 by October 1st. There will be a capping event that will come later after that, once we reach our goal. The year to date, we have raised $1,300. That is without announcing the campaign. We've had several donations already, and we are so thankful for those donors that have already given generously to the organization and to our vision and what we're trying to do. Finally, you can find us on the web at kestrelrecreation.org. We just launched our website this morning, so please go check it out. Check out the photo gallery. You can see some of the land that we're working with. We are located up near Sparrowhawk Village. It's a beautiful place, and up there with the primitive area. It's gorgeous. Our phone number is located right here as well, 918-321-0037. that will get you in touch with either myself or our board chair, Mark Proctor, who you have to answer any questions you have. Also, you can find us on Facebook, so hit that like button, that thumbs up, and we would really appreciate that. Updates daily about what we're doing, also sharing some other sustainability literature and photos, things like that, about other things going on in the community as well. So, that's all I have for you. Now we have a question and answer session for any of those that would have any questions for me or for any of our board members.
Outside of disc golf, what are some other recreational activities that you have to point out?
We have things like color dashes, those sorts of things that could be happening here in the next, later this fall, with some other events we're doing. We'll have more information about this event in a couple of months. We're also planning on doing hiking trails. We're fixing up the trails around Tahlequah so people can come and just walk if they don't want to play disc golf, because there's so much down there to see. Also workshops, sustainability workshops where people can come. Are you familiar with like building pallet houses, pallet furniture? Yeah. Well, it's a big initiative sustainability-wise, recycling those pallets that they bring in a bunch of products in like Walmart and Lowe's and all of that, and recycling them into houses, into racks, shelving units, into couches, those sorts of things. We want to bring people out to do those workshops as well, where they can be out doing those things.
Is that the educational component you're talking about?
Yes, that's the educational component. The educational component to the disc golf course is each sign will have a plant or animal or an initiative from the community on each side, and they will rotate as you go. So every time you're playing, you're learning about something going on in the community or some environmental concern, something that's going on in the community that you can partner with. So,
You also said that the disc golf course will be tournament quality. Are you planning on having tournaments and events there?
yes, we will once it's finished. The tournaments is to bring people from outside Tahlequah in so that they can see it. That's the benefit of having a tournament-ready course, is we're focusing on the local level and building up Tahlequah, but we're also bringing you people and saying, wow, this is a really cool place to go. You know, we should come down here more often, and then patron the local businesses and the float operators and all that sort of stuff.
What is Tom Pitchford's experience in developing courses?
Tom Pitchford is the founder of the, I believe it's the Northeastern Arkansas Flying Disc Association. He did that, I believe, about 10 years ago, and he's designed over a dozen courses, more specifically in Arkansas. His dad was also a professional disc golf player back in the 70s, and he would play with him out in California. He was leading the pro division when disc golf was first getting its start, so he has grown up in this for the last 30 years, and it's been his whole life. So,
Correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't he have a background in skateboarding too?
he might, yeah. I think somebody mentioned that to him. I haven't talked to him much about his skateboarding, but
You've mentioned about float operators a couple of times. What do you envision that partnership looking like?
partnership, float operators and floating the river is a good opportunity to bring attention to pollution in the river. And over the last several years, like the Scenic River Commission has done a good job of cleaning up the river. The pollution has dissipated. It's much cleaner than it used to be, but there's still issues. And so working with float operators, doing an educational float, having someone go with families, being family friendly, no drinking, no smoking, because there's not a lot of places you can do that around here. To go out, to learn about the river, to review the scenery first and foremost, but talk about here's what we do with the chemicals that we use in farming and from other plants and things. When they get into the river, what does that do? And why should we be protecting this water that we all love to swim in and float in? So.
The $10,000 goal for your startup cost, what is that?
The startup costs are for the filing of 501c3, so the tax exempt status with the IRS, which is already pending for us. Organizational costs. The challenge to nonprofits is like any small business. There are expenses that you have as far as your bookkeeping, your facilities, insurance, those sorts of things. And most of what this goes to is providing those necessary components, particularly the insurance and the tax exempt, so that we can get volunteers out to start the work and to start the programs. Because without that, it really makes it impossible for us. So the First Flight donors are really helping us get these programs off the ground and get the community involved in what we're doing.
I think First Flight is also about getting us to the capacity to begin holding the events. That's a really key piece. We're not going to be building the Kestrel Tower or anything that's, that's a landmark, but to get the infrastructure of the corporation in place where, for instance, the liability so that people are protected when they're out, volunteers out working with us. These kind of costs are really so much larger than they used to be. And it's what often kills a startup is they just weren't aware of how much it took to actually just get in business. But this $10,000 we budgeted will get us to our first set of events and we'll begin actually sustaining the nonprofit.
First Flight campaign is planting the seed.
We're laying the